My name's Danny Davis. I've written a really useful, helpful book on M&A integration. It's called M&A Integration, How to Do It, Planning and Delivery of M&A Integration for Business Success. So let me just tell you a little bit about me, a little bit about the book, and then the content of the book, which I think will be useful. The book's easily found on Amazon and is on around 20 of the world's top business school courses. So I'm Danny A. Davis, easily found on the internet. As you see at the bottom of the slide, I've written lots of articles. So you'll find articles in Finance Director Europe. CIMA did a profile on me, British Computer Society, Developing HR Strategy, the Journal of Brand Management, Corporate Financier, Treasurer, those sorts of things. But actually, I'm an integration director. I plan and run mergers from 6-9 months pre-deal to a year or two post-deal, writing the plans across all of the work streams, all the geographies, all of the politics, and then mobilizing them and delivering them. And that's what this book is about, helping you do all of that. So my deals have ranged from small deals. This year I did my smallest deal ever, €1 million, which took 3 days, training and writing an integration plan together, and up to 3 years where I spent that time on a $6 billion deal running the European side of it. So across 30 countries, 250 business units, consolidating down to 110, and 30 work streams. So IT, finance, HR, sales, marketing, distribution, that sort of thing. Obviously, you've got the businesses in there. So although I'm usually a practitioner, planning and running these for clients, I also train people. I was program director of M&A at Henley Business School, teaching their 3-day executive course, which fitted nicely in deals. I've done some coaching, so helping people through their deals from a distance, an hour a week, usually consulting and planning and running alongside you. I've been a guest speaker at London Business School now for 15 years, so going in 2, 3, 4 times a year, giving an hour or two a lecture, and I've done that at a number of other business schools, and also currently doing some research with London Business School around M&A decision making. I was the youngest ever trustee on the board of the Chartered Management Institute. I chaired their marketing policy committee and now sit on their experts panel. So, a bit about the book. It's aimed at you so that you can plan and run your mergers. So it's not full of, how can I say this, hot air. It's useful, down to earth, no nonsense, helpful guide. It explains what you need to do, how it all interlinks, and it's got some high level checklists in there in each of the functions. And it's useful on deals. People have used it to run their deals. Obviously, if you've got a larger complex one, you need a little bit more than the book. In the book, clearly there's a reason for purchase, which influences the integration. So you've got an overview of the integration with governance. So how are you going to set up the steering committee, the teams, the work streams, move that all forward? Those all need to be planned, controlled. There's an integration process to move through. We've got the integration strategy. At the high level, you've got that for the deal or deals, since not all deals are a merger of just two entities or two-way. And so you've got an integration strategy, but then moving down a level, you've got that for each work stream, each country, each division. And then you need to track your synergies, not only as projects, but also as money. So are we delivering that value? So that's the first half of the book, all around the process, how are we going to do it? And then second half of the book dives into the work streams, so each of the areas in your business that need integrating. I can write quite a lot about some of these. They're very standard across all industries and all sectors. So HR, finance, IT, communications. We're going to always have people systems, data, process, numbers, and communications in all companies, all sectors. There will also be smaller sections in the book on supply chain procurement, health and safety, property tax, legal, but those can vary depending on sector. So I've tried to keep those to small sections that are going to be useful for everybody. But clearly we need to dive into a little bit more. And then obviously one of the key areas in mergers is the growth, the revenue increase, sales and marketing. And so that's around the customers, the profit, the product ranges, and that's reasonably complex to merge and integrate and get right. And I believe this is key to many mergers. It's about growing the customer base, growing the revenue in all sorts of manners. And so there's a section there on this important issue. So that's the book. Find it on Amazon. I think it's around about £30. And if you ever want to chat about something in the book or have a chat, give me a call.